New at 9, starting this December, young men 18 to 25 years old across the U.S. will automatically be registered for the military draft instead of having to do it on their own.
The Selective Service System submitted the rule change and Congress approved it as part of the National Defense Authorization Act. Fox 23's Paris Rain joins us live in studio. Paris, you talked to a local veteran and a pair of 18-year-old brothers to hear their opinions on the change that's on the way.
Guys, I think it's time. I think it's finally time to consider leaving America because the US has gone downhill very quickly. And I think with the reasons that I'm about to explain that it actually might be time to get out. If you didn't know, the government has recently announced an automatic military draft for men aged 18 to 26 years old, which will take effect by the end of this year. And I'm not really sure I want to fight for the same people mentioned in the Epstein files. And I'm pretty sure you do not want to either. Again, we're being dragged into another unnecessary and useless war for the benefit of a certain country whose people who do not care about us and actually hate us. And I'm not going to allow myself to be put in prison or fined for avoiding the draft for not wanting to fight and die in the Middle East for our greatest ally. And I actually find it very audacious that this draft would even be put in place with them knowing about how Gen Z feels about a certain country and people. Recently anyway. And if you've seen my previous videos, you would actually know that that's a psyop within itself. But that's besides the point. The main thing I really want to drive home is that it's utterly insane. That and the fact that our government thinks that you are retarded.
This doesn't look staged, does it?
Mr. President, did you post that picture of yourself depicted as Jesus Christ?
Well, it wasn't depicted. It was me. I did post it, and I thought it was me as the doctor, and had to do with Red Cross as a Red Cross worker there, which we support. And only the fake news could come up with that one. So.
You serious?
But I guess that's par for the course these days, huh? Not only that, but now they're passing unconstitutional bills that will require age verification on every single operating system. That includes Windows, Mac OS, and even Linux. Yes, even our beloved Linux. So now the government can send you targeted ads of goy slop since they know exactly who you are. But on a real note, like, what are we doing? What the hell are we doing? Like, the government is trying to force us to dox ourselves down to our computer's operating system, and the best we can do is change our profile pictures to Clippy as a sign of performative protest? Like, are you serious? like, it's actually sad, man. It's actually pathetic how little we are doing to try and stop this from becoming a reality. Their plan is literally to turn America into a digital mass surveillance panopticon. And yet nobody cares at all. There's 80,000 flock cameras all over the US. We got Palantir making this massive deal with our government, and I hear nobody talking about it at all. Like, you guys are too preoccupied with, you know, women and thinking about women, and women are evil and clavicular and all this garbage. While we should be actually starting a revolution and kicking people out of our government. And another thing is that the economy sucks right now, no thanks to the war that we're in. And that they're actually trying to actively get rid of the dollar so that they can turn it into a digital currency. Because if the Strait of Hormuz is closed for, you know, an indefinite amount of time, that means the petrodollar will inevitably go down. And as a solution to the dollar being inflated and worth nothing, they will introduce a digital dollar cryptocurrency that will reset the economy, but also establish a digital infrastructure tied to digital ID that will track you wherever you go and whatever you do with that money. We're literally headed towards the mark of the beast, where you won't be able to buy or sell anything without having a mark or an ID or something that identifies you. And you guys are too preoccupied with nonsense to even care. Like, come on, guys. It's actually insane to see in real time, but you know, this is the state of the world, right? And since nobody is doing anything about the Epstein files, I have to assume nothing will ever happen. Epstein may as well be living among us as Palm Beach Pete, and nobody actually really cares to do anything about it. They are quite literally laughing in our faces because they know nobody's gonna do anything. So before they enslave us and stop us from leaving the country so that they can draft us, just like Germany just did, I'm going to take the initiative and leave before that happens. And I would advise for you to do the same as well. The reason why I'm advising people to leave the US is because I don't think anyone can have a future in this country. Inflation is making living impossible. We're in a war for no reason because a certain country said so. Iran might even cyber attack us or hit our energy grid because they supposedly have sleeper cells in the country. The government is establishing a mass surveillance doxing prison that will track you at every interval, and your fellow citizens won't do anything about it, except be good little slaves. Really, right now, I'm just fed up, and you should be too. I'm thinking about moving to somewhere like Vietnam, Puerto Rico, and really just countries that don't have a high cost of living and aren't pushing digital ID or anti-privacy laws that will dox your entire life. If you feel like America is going in the wrong direction, I would recommend that you just find a backup country just in case things get hairy. I really do feel like something catastrophically bad will happen soon, and I want to be prepared and get ahead of the curve. And if you want to do the same and learn about countries that you could possibly emigrate to, click the link in my bio. No, I'm just kidding. I don't got a link. I don't got none of that. I don't know, man. Just start looking at other countries and see if one fits your lifestyle. Because America is cooked.